Hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? I hope that everyone is doing very well, very well. Hello. I hope that everyone had a great weekend. I know today is Monday, so yeah, it's a Monday. What else can I even say? It's a Monday. But now that it is nighttime, it's time to relax. So we're gonna do that today by reading about yokai on my favorite website, which is yokai.com. Let's see. There it is. Okay, excuse me. Alright, so I have already picked out one. Two, actually. There's two that I want to read about. First, here we have Tore no Hanako-san. Tore no Hanako-san. She is a ghost. She is a ghost who haunts the restroom. But let's learn a little bit more about her, shall we? Tore no Hanako-san is translated to Hanako of the toilet. She has some alternate names, such as Sanbanme no Hanako-san, which means Hanako of the third stall. The habitat would be the third stall in the third floor girls' restroom. Why, may you ask? I'm not too sure, so let's find out. The appearance. Tore no Hanako-san is an urban legend about a young girl's ghost who haunts elementary school restrooms. She is the subject of schoolyard legends across Japan, and the details of her story vary from place to place and generation to generation. She is usually said to look like a schoolgirl with bobbed hair, wearing a white shirt and a red skirt with suspenders. Interactions. In most versions of the story, Hanako-san haunts the third stall in the third floor toilet of the schoolhouse. If a student knocks on her stall 3 times and asks if Hanako is there, a scratchy voice will reply, "Yes." If the student opens the stall, Hanako-san will pull them down into the toilet and kill them. The precise steps to summon her spirit and the way in which she reacts to being called vary greatly from school to school. Some versions of the legend also include methods to escape from Hanako-san, such as by showing her ghost something that she hates. For example, a test sheet with a perfect score. Mood. A school lunch milk carton, and so on. Origin. Hanako-san's legend has roots dating back as far as the 1950s, but it reached the peak of its popularity in the 1980s and 90s. It is said that nearly every school in Japan had its own legends of Tore no Hanako-san at this time. Many schools invented origin stories for their version of Hanako-san. In some versions, she was a schoolgirl who was being chased by a madman. She ran to her school and hid in the third floor's toilet's third stall. But the man found her and murdered her. Because it was a holiday, nobody found her body for several days. In other versions, she was a student during the Pacific War. She was playing hide-and-seek with her friends and hid in the third floor bathroom when the air raid sirens went off. She was unable to hear the sirens, so she continued to hide in the stall while her classmates were all evacuated to an air raid shelter. She died in a fire when her school was struck by a bomb, but her spirit continues to hide in that bathroom to this day, Other versions claim she was a victim of constant abuse, either by her parents or by bullies at school. And she committed unalive in that particular bathroom stall, or that a pit latrine at the school was left open by mistake and she fell in and drowned. So it seems like there are many different stories, many different variations of Hanako-san's origin. I find that to be very interesting. I like to see the way how different the stories can be, even when it's just about the same person, same demon, same spirit. People have their own ways to tell the story. But besides this interaction here where it says, if a student knocks on her stall 3 times and asks if Hanako is there, a scratchy voice will reply yes. If the student opens the stall, Hanako-san will pull them down into the toilet and kill them. So basically, you're okay if you don't try to talk to her. If you don't try to summon her, right? She's harmless. Besides this. Alright, so that was Tori no Hanako-san. Next, I would like to read about Teke Teke. Teke Teke is quite scary. Teke Teke is, I think, one of my top 5 favorite yokai at the moment. That's a valid face to make. I would also not want to see Teke Teke. But I like her name because it's an onomatopoeia, which means the sounds of her walking on her hands is her name. So, can you imagine her coming towards you? Okay, I won't scare you too much, I'm sorry. But yeah, her name doesn't really have a direct translation, it's just the sound of her coming to get you. Just like how shabu shabu is one, it's the sound the meat makes when you dip it in the hot pot. Oh, yeah. Hot pot sounds really good right now. We just ate. I can't be hungry again. I can't. But Teke Teke has some alternate names, such as Shaka Shaka, Shaka Shaka, Pata Pata, Kata Kata, Koto Koto, and Hijikake Baba. Hijikake Baba. Oh, I like that one. Hijikake Baba. I like that one. That one's actually fun. That one's more fun than the others. But her habitats would be urban areas and roads, and apparently her diet is none. Yeah, I don't think she looks like she would want to eat us, so. Appearance. Teke Teke is a ghost who appears in a number of urban legends. Teke Teke are almost always women, though in a few versions of the urban legend, the ghost is male. She has no lower half. She runs about on her arms, creating the distinctive Teke Teke sound from which she gets her name. Interactions. Teke Teke chases its victims down dark roads. Excuse me. Despite having no legs, a Teke Teke can run incredibly fast. So fast, in fact, that it can even catch up to victims who are speeding away in cars. Dang, she is super speed. Oh my gosh. So, when it catches them, something terrible happens. The legends are not always clear what. In some variations of the story, the teke teke carries a sickle. It slices its victims in half at the waist and steals their legs. Oh my. Oh my. Origin. Like with most urban legends, there are many versions of the teke teke story that it is impossible to know what the original story was or where it began. Can we hear the rain, by the way? I have rain sounds, but I don't know if we can hear it. There. Okay. Every locality has its own version with different details. In some stories, the teke teke was the victim of a tragic accident. In others, it was unaliving. In some stories, certain magic charms can protect you from its wrath. In others, nothing can protect you, and you will certainly die. In some versions, the teke teke's victims become teke teke themselves. There are a number of threads in common between many of the variations, and the most common ones point towards a woman from Hokkaido named Kashima Reiko. Oh, there's a wild bunny. That one's cute. Okay. Legends. In the years after World War II, an office worker in Muroran, Hokkaido was by American military personnel. That night, she leaped off a bridge onto the railroad tracks and was hit by an oncoming train. The impact was so forceful that her body was torn in half at the waist. The severe cold of the Hokkaido night caused her blood vessels to contract and prevented her from bleeding out quickly. Instead, she squirmed and wriggled about for help for several minutes. She crawled all the way to a train station and was seen by an attendant. Instead of trying to help her, the station attendant just covered her with a plastic tarp. She died a slow, agonizing death. That's sad, very sad. According to legend, 3 days after hearing this story, you will see the ghost of a woman with no lower half. The ghost is that of the woman hit by the train. Very depressing. I know. Very sad. I think the ones after this won't be as sad. According to legend, 3 days after hearing this story, you will see the ghost of a woman with no lower half. The ghost is that of the woman hit by the train. The ghost will try to catch you, and escape isn't possible, even in a car. The ghost can crawl at speeds of up to 150 kilometers per hour. Others say that she is angry at humanity for not helping her when she was dying, and that she is simply out to slaughter as many people as she can. When she catches you, she will tear you in half and steal the lower half of your body. Shortly after hearing the legend, she will ask you a riddle, either in a dream or in a mysterious phone call. The only way to escape death is to answer her questions exactly the right way. She will ask you, "Do you need your legs?" You must reply, "I need them right now." Then she will ask you, "Who told you my story?" You must reply, "Kashima Reiko." Ka as in mask, Shi as in death, Ma as in demon, Rei as in ghost, and Ko as in accident. If you answer her riddles without mistake, she may just let you live. Good lord, she can crawl as fast as 90 miles per hour. Oh my gosh. She is so speedy, so speedy. So fast. Okay. Oh, this one looks like a sad pumpkin. Are you a sad pumpkin? Oh no. This one's so cute. I feel like it could be a Pokemon. Tsunamura no Onryo. Tsunamura no Onryo. So, it translates to the ghost of Tsunamura, and the habitat is pumpkin patches. Appearance. Tsunamura no Onryo is a walking pumpkin monster. Its body and limbs are formed of a tangled mess of pumpkin vines and leaves. Its head is a heavy, bright orange pumpkin, which it struggles to carry around in its thin arms. According to legend, the spirit appeared night after night in the village of Tsunamura and chased people. I wonder why. Why does it chase people? If it can barely carry its own head, why are you chasing people? Well, origin. Tsunamura was a neighborhood in what is now Koto City, Tokyo. During the Edo period, it was famous for its pumpkin production. Today, it has been fully swallowed up by municipal mergers and no longer exists, although some parts of Koto City still contain remnants of its name. Tsunamura no Onryo appears in an 1858 yokai-themed board game illustrated by Utagawa Yoshikazu. Each square of the game board features a different spirit from around Japan. Tsunamura no Onryo appears next to famous yokai such as Kappa and Yamabiku, suggesting that at one time it would have been a well-known known yokai, which players would have recognized. Unfortunately, no contemporary documents detailing its story survive, and all other details about it have been lost to history. That's really sad because this one is so cute. It is so cute. I still don't know why it chases people. Why do you chase? You're so harmless. You're just a pumpkin. I think it's cute. I would want one as a pet. What is this? He's just a decapitated head. Oh, this one's pretty long. This one looks more interesting. Yep, this one looks a lot more interesting. Tatarigami. Tatarigami, tatarigami. If anyone wants me to read this one, Taira no Masakaru, I will read it. But until then, I will not. My attention span is a little short today, that's why. This one's not bad, this one's very short. Tatarigami, 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 tatarigami. It's like a tornado. Okay, it translates to curse God or curse spirit. Diet is the vengeance. Oh wow. The vengeance is the diet. Aiden. Oh my gosh. 9 months. 9 months. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the constant support, Aiden. I appreciate you. Excuse me. But hi. I hope you've been well. We are reading about yokai. Currently, we're on the Tatarigami. Oh, you're so sweet. No, thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. This one looks spooky, right? Doesn't it? Earlier we read about Hanako-san, and then oops, and then Teke Teke. Teke Teke. I like Teke Teke because the name is the sound it makes when it like chases you, like this. Teke 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 Teke. And then this one is so cute. It's just a pumpkin. It's just a pumpkin. It's just a really cute pumpkin, right? The only bad thing is that it would chase villagers at night, but like it doesn't say it harms them. It just chases them. So I think it's chill. I think it's cute. I would want one. And then I thought about reading this one, Tare no Masakaro, and then it's just a lot. It's a lot to read, so I think we're gonna skip that one. We're gonna skip that one unless someone wants me to read it. And we're gonna go ahead to Tatarigami. The pumpkin one, isn't it cute? I mean, it could want to play tag. Maybe so, right? It didn't, because in the description it said it could barely hold its own head. The pumpkin, it could barely hold the pumpkin head. So I really think it's not harmless. Or I think it is harmless. It definitely is harmless. It does not cause any harm. For this one, I don't know if I want a tornado chasing me. Right? I think it looks like a tornado, right? But apparently it's curse god or curse spirit is like the name. I haven't started reading it yet though, so we're about to find out exactly what is Tatarigami. Yeah, the pumpkin's just a little guy. Alright. So this one's diet is literally vengeance. What you eat? You eat vengeance. You eat vengeance. What? That doesn't make me want it to chase me more. Batman wannabe. Real. So real. Vengeance. For Gotham. Alright. Okay. Let's learn about Tatarigami. Also, the name Tatarigami sounds like origami. I attempted origami not for the first time, probably the second time in my life yesterday, and it did not go as planned. It's supposed to be like a relaxing little activity, right? I was not relaxed. I was frustrated. I was like, why is this fox not looking like a fox? It's not working. It's just not. And like the dimensions of the paper were exactly what the tutorial said. It was 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters. And then all of my folds just didn't work. It didn't. Well, listen, I had to because it was so bad. There was no saving it, really. No saving it. Origami's pretty tough. Oh, have you tried it before? I'm sorry, okay? It didn't look like a fox at all, if that helps. It really didn't look like that at all. I don't know how to explain it. The folds just weren't where they needed to be. Like, they were super far off somehow. I thought I was doing it perfectly too. And then I was like halfway through the tutorial video and it just didn't work. No. I'll attempt it another day, but I was getting a little heated. I was like, I hate this. Why is it not working? I'm following the steps exactly how they're being shown. Why is it not origamiing? It's just not. But I do want to try again. Maybe I should start with something easier. Like the crane, right? Or is it a swan? Oh. What? Thank you, honey. Thank you for the 9 heart bits. They're so cute. Thank you. I love you. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. Either I want to make a swain. Oh my gosh. I just combined the words swan and crane. I think it's a crane. Yeah, it's literally called crane origami. Okay, that's the one I want to try next. And then I want to make a frog. And then maybe I'll try the fox again. But I don't know. I think I should definitely try it again one day. Okay. I think your work sells origami paper. Oh yeah. Just for like specific stuff like Pokemon though. I think they had evolution ones, but they're kind of expensive. I think they're like $20. I think they're like, and you only get one, like, I think you only get one. But I don't know, I should probably check. I should check and see what exactly it is next time. Okay. Tatarigami. Appearance. Tatarigami are powerful spirits which bring death and destruction, fire and famine, plague, war, and all forms of calamity. They are some of the most evil, powerful spirits that haunt Japan, and have done much to shape the culture and politics over the country's long history. Tatarigami can refer to powerful gods of destruction or to ghosts of powerful people. Famous Tatarigami include gods such as Emperor Gozu, the bull-headed demon god, and Yamata no Orochi, the 8-headed, 8-tailed dragon. Also included are the onryo of important historical figures, such as Manobe no Moriya, Emperor Sutoku, Sugawara no Michizane, and Taira no Masakaro. In the case of historical figures, they are almost always ancient nobles who died in anguish and transformed into onryo. Interaction. Tatarigami wreak havoc upon those who wronged them, usually other nobles. In order to appease their vengeful spirits, shrines honoring them have been built across Japan. Through proper appeasement, their curses can be lifted, or at least abated. The Gion Matsuri in Kyoto, one of the most famous festivals in Japan, is an example of a ceremony initially designed to appease a Tatarigami. During the Heian period, Kyoto suffered a number of outbreaks, which were thought to be caused by Susanoo and Gozu Tenno, two powerful gods of disease and destruction. In order to appease their wrath, a festival was held in their honor at the Yasaka Shrine in Gion. To keep the city free from disease, the festival was repeated every year. Eventually, the connection to Susanoo and Emperor Gozu was lost, but the festival traditions remain to this day. The appeasement of Tatarigami remained an important part of religious life throughout the Heian period and beyond. Excuse me. The duty of pacifying these curses, these cursed spirits, fell to the Onmyoji, and popular belief in this superstition helped Onmyodo rise in power. How interesting, how interesting. I need to drink water. This one's pretty interesting. So it's basically saying anyone who passed away and was done wrong, usually by other nobles, they would wreak havoc upon them because they are vengeful spirits. I wonder why they chose... I don't know. I think it's interesting. Like, is everyone's vengeful form this Tatarikami? Well, if it's just the god, if it's just, the highest level, I guess, of Tatarikami, that makes sense. That was cool. Alright, what are we reading next? Goryo? Never seen this one before, I think. You look like just a normal spirit. Oh, this is so short. It's so short. Okay. Goryo translates to honored ghost. Its alternate name is Mitama, and the diet is none. It exists solely for vengeance. So what you're saying is your diet is vengeance, correct? Like the last one. Alright, the appearance. Goryo are the ghosts of ancient warriors and nobles who died horrible, agonizing deaths and returned to haunt their enemies as dreadful ghosts of vengeance called Onryo. Interactions. These terrible ghosts bring calamity and destruction to those who wronged them in life. Their revenge is often in the form of fires, wars, plagues, droughts, floods, storms, the deaths of imperial family members, and other disasters, which the ancient nobility viewed as curses. Because ghosts cannot be killed, the only way to end their wrath was to transform them into peaceful, benevolent spirits. This was done with the help of priests and onmyoji through the religion known as Goryo Shinko, the religion of ghosts. I did not know about that. The religion of ghosts. Goryo Shinko. Cool. That's very, very interesting. Because I thought just any... Well, it does make sense. Onryo just means like, ghost of vengeance. But these are specifically honored ghosts. Like warriors, nobles. Specifically, they died in a horrible way. And they know, like, who they're gonna go after. That's spooky. It sounds interesting. I wonder what type of religion it is. Oh, yeah. Like, I wonder how that works. Do they just worship all ghosts? Or how does that work? Goryo Shinko. So I think it's a cult. I did a really quick Google search and I think it's a cult. So Let's just keep it moving. Occults. Yes. Onryo is one of the categories in Phasmo. Yeah, they're so vengeful. Time to join a cult? No, I don't think we should do that. I think we're already in one. It's called the Aurora Cat Cafe. It's a kitty cult. This one looks interesting. Ikiryo. Ikiryo. Oh dang. She's looking down on them like... Like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Oh my god, honey. Kitty cult that serves coffee by day and democracy by night. Oh my goodness. You and your hell divers. You knew it would be a kitty cult. Oh nice. Good. At least you were aware. So Ikiryo translates to living ghost. Oh gosh, this is a little bit. It's not that long actually, it's just a little bit. Okay. Alternate names: Shoryo, Sere, Ikusudama. The habitat is inhabited areas. Wow. Wherever people are living, that is where you will find Ikiryo. Ikiryo. Diet: none. It lives off its owner's emotions. Oh, wait. Wait, this is really cool. This is really interesting. Hold on. Okay. I read ahead just a tiny bit, but this sounds like it's gonna be a really good one. Alright, appearance. Ikiryo are the souls of still living people, which have temporarily left their bodies and move about on their own. They appear just as the living person from which they spawn. Sometimes they take on a ghostly, translucent form, while other times they are indistinguishable from a living person. In a way, this reminds me of like astral projection, but it's not. It seems very different from that. It was just the part where it said, where they temporarily leave their bodies and move about on their own. That sounds like astral projection, which is cool because I like to see certain things interpreted or described in different cultures. Maybe this yokai is just maybe similar to astral projection. I don't know. I think that's cool. Okay, let's keep going. Interactions. There are a number of common ways for Ikiryo to appear, such as during a near-death experience, fainting, intense pain or desire, intense hatred, or even as part of a curse. Ikiryo most commonly appear due to some intense emotion or trauma, and the owner of the soul is almost always unaware of the Ikiryo's existence. This can lead to some very awkward situations and misunderstandings. Folk superstitions about Ikiryo go back to before recorded history. According to ancient superstition, just before death, the soul leaves the body and is able to walk around, making strange noises and doing other things outside of the body. This is especially common during wartime, and the Ikiryo of soldiers, even in far-off lands, are said to appear to their friends and loved ones moments before or after their deaths, in their war uniforms, to give one last goodbye. The souls of the soon-to-die and recently deceased are also sometimes seen visiting nearby temples and praying for a few days after their deaths. During the Heian period, Ikkiryo were a popular subject of stories. They were sometimes attributed to intense feelings of love. When a person, usually a woman, felt such intense passion and love, her spirit would detach from her body and haunt the object of her affection, whispering sweet things into his ears. Depending on the strength of her feelings, the Ikkiryo could even physically move her lover around. This was not romantic, however. People haunted in this way were often tormented to the point of extreme sickness by these ghosts. Right. This sounds scary. Right. The most common form of Ikkiryo is one born of rage and vengeance. That's tonight's theme, apparently. Vengeance. Just as the ghosts of the dead can go after those who wrong them in life, an Ikkiryo can manifest from one living person to curse another. These are also usually unconscious manifestations. However, a few famous examples of conscious manifestations of Ikkiryo's curses exist, such as the pilgrimage of the Hour of the Ox and Ushi no Koku Mari and Ichijama from Okinawa are ceremonial curses in which a person consciously sends their soul from their body to hurt or to kill their enemies. Of course, this sort of black magic often has dire consequences for the performer as well as the target. During the Edo period, Ikkiryo were considered a symptom of certain illnesses, such as the aptly named Rikondyo, or detached soul syndrome, and Kage no Yamai, or shadow illness. These horrifyingly named diseases were Edo period terms for sleepwalking and out-of-body experiences. Yeah, like astral projection. For carriers of these illnesses, it was said that the soul could depart from the body at night, taking the person's consciousness along with it. This would cause them to experience things from the Ikkiryo's perspective, as if they were actually doing it. A person might have false memory of things he didn't do, or be accused of things they didn't remember. Some people even experienced meeting their own selves, as if they had a doppelganger. Why is Batman floating around my screen? Hi, Batman. Superstitions about Ikkiryo have persisted into modern times, particularly those dealing with people appearing to be family members and friends on or around the times of their deaths. The idea of the soul leaving the body and experiencing things during out-of-body experiences persists as well, and remains an unexplained phenomenon. Vengeance. Almost like the curse version of astral projection. Right. That's like very cool, very cool. So this one, the blue ghost lady, is just her, right? It's just her on the ground. That is so odd. Imagine like seeing yourself, but it's two different perspectives, two different, not people, but two different like points of view. I don't know. That is so strange. Like same brain, but different POV. Crazy. I like it. Oh yeah. So small. Are you Slowpoke? looking at yourself and judging yourself. Literally, that's exactly what she is doing right here. She's like, I love the face she is making in her spirit form. What's next? What's next? Cereal? Oh my. You remind me of Teke Teke. Teke Teke. Most people don't need help judging themselves as ghosts. Mm-hmm. Okay, this one, the story's not long, so I'll read it. I think I might have read this one before, but it's been so long, I don't remember it. It just seems a little bit familiar. Excuse me. Okay. So, Shiryo translates to dead ghost. Dead ghost. What is it called when two words are like said in the same sentence? Like two words to describe one thing, but they kind of mean the same thing. I don't know. That's like what this is. Dead ghost. Excuse me. Alternate name is Shire. It habitats inhabited areas, and diet is none, thrives solely on its emotions. Excuse me. Appearance. Shiryo are the ghosts of the dead and are contrasted with Ikiryo, the ghosts of the living. The word is generally synonymous with yore, meaning faint spirit, as they both refer to the classic Japanese ghost. However, while yore can be creepy sometimes and beautifully mysterious at other times, Shiryo is almost exclusively used to refer to unpleasant, malevolent spirits. The inclusion of the kanji for death in its name is the clue that this ghost is not to be romanticized. It is very, very bad, very evil ghost. Interactions. Shiryo act in similar ways to Ikiryo, appearing to relatives or close friends of the deceased, while Ikiryo usually appear in the moments just before death. A Shiryo appears in the moments just after death. Oh, I see, that's the difference then, that's the difference. When one appears, it is most often to give one last goodbye to its loved ones before departing. However, Shiryo do not always appear in order to say goodbye. Sometimes they come to take their loved ones away with them into the world of the dead. Oh my. Legends. Belief in Shiryo goes back to before recorded history and has long been a staple of Japanese folk superstition. One famous account is recorded in the Tono Monogatari, a 1910 collection of folk beliefs, which gave birth to the field of academic folklore research in Japan. Just yoink them from their happy life, right? How rude. Like, dang. If I'm dead, sorry, you type ghost, right? Like, what if I'm just there, like, eating a hamburger and fries, enjoying my life, you know? And then this Shiryo is like, well, time's up, you're coming with me. Bruh, no, I'm not ready. That's so rude. What the heck? I would be so mad. No. Just no. Just no. Oh my god. Dewey! What? 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 Thank you. Thank you so much for the raid, Dewey. Oh my goodness. The Yapper11, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow, Killverse. Thank you. Welcome. How is your stream? How are you, Dewey? The dudes are caffeinated and ready to support you. That is so cute. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome. My name is Cafe Cat Kuro, or just Kuro. I mostly do ASMR, but sometimes I play games. It is so nice to meet you. How is everyone doing? Thank you again, thank you. I hope everyone is doing very well this lovely Monday night. And I hope that everyone had a great weekend. We are reading about yokai. Alright, if you don't know what yokai are, they are Japanese demons. They can be spooky, scary, okay? If you're not here for that, I absolutely understand. Spooky, scary skeletons, yes, but worse. So if you don't want to be spooked tonight, I completely understand. Please don't feel like you have to be here. Go take care of yourself, please. Take care of your hunger needs, your thirst needs. Stretch, if you have to. It was a good stream, thank you. Cutting it short to rest. Still trying to keep safe since last week. Oh, right. Yes, please get all of the rest that you can, please. Take good care of yourself. And thank you again so much for the raid. Wampospheres, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Thank you. I just made you aware of your hunger needs. Oh, well, that's good. Go eat, please. Anyone, if you're hungry, we have a variety of snacks and food and drinks here at the Aurora Cafe. Let's see. Oh, but right. I'm gonna scroll up. It might be spooky. It might be scary. If you don't want to see it, I will give you 10 seconds. I will give you 10 seconds to skedaddle. Skadoosh. Yeah. I don't want to spook anyone if they are not willing to be spooked. But I did want to show everyone who hasn't seen the Shirio. I want to show them what it looks like. Screaming in fury. In anticipation. Oh my. Alright, time's up. Here is the spooky. It's not that bad. It's not the worst thing we've seen tonight. But it is still spooky, right? Like, you would not want to see this in your bedroom at night. So, literally, I don't want to see that in my bedroom. So, that is a sample of what we will be doing tonight. What we will be reading about. If you're not a fan, if it's not your cup of tea, I understand. But again, thank you all. Thank you for being here. And let's continue, shall we? Also, thank you again, Dewey, for the raid. I appreciate you. I think I said that like twice now, but it's okay. I'll say it 5 billion more times. It's fine. It's fine. Also, ads are starting in about 1 minute. In about 1 minute, ads are gonna start. I'm not sure if everyone will see them or if it will be for the full 1 minute 30 seconds, but I do just want to let you know, just in case, because I know Twitch ads are super loud. So you may want to lower your volume just to be safe. You have 30 seconds to do so. Alright, so Shiryo translates to dead ghost. Alternate name is Shirei. The habitat is inhabited areas, so yeah, someone's bedroom. Oh gosh. Its diet is none though. It doesn't eat. It just thrives on emotions. So that's not too bad, right? That's not. Well, and then we did read further into this, and it wasn't very good. So you'll see. So appearance. Shiryo are the ghosts of the dead, and are contrasted with Ikiryo, the ghosts of the living. The word is generally synonymous with yurei, meaning faint spirit, as they both refer to the classic Japanese ghost. However, while yurei can be creepy sometimes and beautifully mysterious at other times, the shiryo is almost exclusively used to refer to unpleasant, malevolent spirits. The inclusion of the kanji for death in the name is the clue that this ghost is not to be romanticized. Interactions. Shiryo act in similar ways to Ikiryo, appearing to relatives or close friends of the deceased, while Ikiryo usually appear in the moments just before death. A Shiryo appears in the moments just after death. When one appears, it is most often to give one last goodbye to its loved ones before departing. However, Shiryo do not always appear in order to say goodbye. Sometimes, this is the crazy part, they come to take their loved ones away with them into the world of the dead. And earlier, Aiden and I were like, wait, that's rude. What if we're just sitting there chilling, enjoying some scrumptious food, like, I don't know, hamburger fries? That was my example earlier. And then we just get taken away. We just get taken into the afterlife. Like, dude, can I enjoy my meal? That is just so rude. Anyways, back to the Shiryo story. Let's get into the legends. Belief in Shiryo goes back to before recorded history and has long been a staple of Japanese folk superstition. One famous account is recorded in the Tonomoto Monogatari, a 1910 collection of folk beliefs which gave birth to the field of academic folklore research in Japan. In this story, there was a young girl who lived together with her father. After her father died, his Shiryo appeared before the young girl and tried to take her with him into the world of the dead. The girl narrowly escaped and fled from the house to ask for help. Every night, various friends and distant family members agreed to stay overnight in the house with her and watch over her. And every night without fail, her father's Shiryo came looking for her to try to take her away. Only after a whole month of sleepless, terrifying nights did the ghost stop appearing, and finally the girl was left in peace. Like, that is just so rude. Like, just let them live. Let them be happy in life. Don't take them away so soon. Oh my. But yeah, that was the Shiryo. Pretty interesting. This looks like a scarecrow, but I think it's like a ghost coming out of a well. Oh, it's like a skeleton. This is actually a little bit of a cute skeleton. Okay, so its name is Kyokotsu. Kyokotsu. It translates to crazy bones. Oh, why is that kind of cute? Crazy bones. Its habitat is wells. Well. Diet none. It is powered solely by vengeance. Oh my gosh. That is seriously tonight's theme. We've had like 3 or 4 yokai that are just like, vengeance is their diet. Alright, appearance. A kyokotsu is a ghostly, skeletal spirit which rises out of wells to scare people. It is wrapped in a ragged shroud with only its bleached skull and tangled hair emerging from its tattered clothes. Batman, yes. Behavior. Kyokotsu are formed from bones which were improperly disposed of by being discarded down a well. The bones may come from a murder or a unalived victim, or someone who died after accidentally falling into a well. The lack of a proper burial and the egregious disrespect shown by discarding bones in this manner creates a powerful grudge in those bones. This transforms the deceased into a shiryo. Like other ghosts, they pass their grudge on to those they come in contact with. A kyokotsu lies at the bottom of its well until it is disturbed. Then it rises up to curse anyone unfortunate enough to be using the well. Origin. Kyokotsu was invented by Toriyama Sekin for his book Konjaku Hyaki Shui. In his description, he writes that this yokai's name is the origin of the word kyokotsu, which means fury and violence. While there is a word in a local dialect of Kanagawa which does match this description, there is no evidence actually linking it to this yokai. It is more likely that Toriyama Sekin, who was fond of wordplay, actually created this yokai based on words in local dialects and just made up a false etymology to make the story more interesting. Oh. Excuse me. Well, I mean, it's not that bad, right? Like, it only really cares if you disturb it, right? Well, I guess how would you know the well is haunted in this way? Okay, maybe it's a little bit bad. Well, I don't think I'll be coming into any wells anytime soon, so I think I'm good. This one's just a tree, right? What is this? Oh, it's a bleeding tree. I feel bad for the tree. It's, oh wait. It has these limbs that, like, go outward. That looks like fingers or claws. Oh my. Love my fresh blood tree. Oh my gosh. What is that one tree where the sap is red? Isn't it red? Or was it a leaf? Either way, when you would like cut into it, it would be like a red sap. I wonder if that's what they saw and like tried to explain. You know? Let's see. So it's called Juboko. Translates to tree child or shrub child. It habitats battlefields, places where mass deaths occurred, and the diet is blood. Appearance. On the fields of war and sites of vicious massacres, where the blood of thousands of warriors has saturated the soil, a strange kind of tree can be found. From afar, Juboko appears to be ordinary trees, indistinguishable from the various species that dot the landscape. It takes an observant eye to notice the slightly more fearsome features of its branches, or the piles of human bones buried in the undergrowth beneath the tree. In fact, They were once normal trees, but the vast amounts of human blood absorbed through their roots transformed them into yokai. Thereafter, the trees only thirst for human blood. That makes sense, actually. I can understand that a bit. Behavior. Yokai wait for unsuspecting humans to pass underneath their branches. When somebody gets close enough, they attack, snatching their prey with long, jagged finger-like branches and hoisting it into their bows. These branches pierce the skin of their victims, drinking the blood with special tube-like twigs, like a mosquito. After the body is drained, the flesh and organs are consumed by birds, insects, and other animals. Only the bones fall back to earth. By the time most people are close enough to notice the heaps of bleached bones at the base of the tree, it is too late to escape. You can only find a tree that has red resin called Dracana cinnabari. Oh, I think that might be the one I was thinking of. Dracana cinnabari. Yeah, I think it is this tree. I think. But it doesn't really look like this one, huh? So maybe they are right. Maybe this is a legit yokai. This one looks interesting. It's just a hand. Oh. That's kind of gross. Okay. If I see a bleeding tree, I'll be out of there. Me too. Same. I don't want to stick around and see why it is bleeding. Alright, so this one's a bit spooky already. If I see a hand like that, I'll be out twice as fast, right? What if I did this as like a Halloween decoration this year? Just an idea. I kind of want to do a yokai cosplay. Maybe. I just don't know who. Maybe. We'll come back to this one. I think she's on here. I think it's 2 words. Yeah. Okay. Either I would want to cosplay Kuchisake Onna. She's the slit-mouthed woman, where she will ask you, "Am I pretty? Am I pretty?" And if you say, no, she will unalive you. If you say yes, she will give you the same mouth that she has. So you can also be the Joker with her. But yeah, she's cool. I like her aura. And then there's also, I don't know if this is gonna show up. Nope, not what I'm looking for. Is it K? Or do I need to look up the person's name? Okay. The Mama Mame. She is a fox lady. Kitsune lady. But then she's very similar, I think, to Ari from League of Legends, so I think I would just cosplay Ari. I don't know. But yeah, if I wanted to cosplay a yokai, I'd probably be one of those two. Alright, let's let's learn about Akateko. Akateko, Akateko, Akateko. She is pretty, right? Isn't she? She's very intelligent too. I believe she, what's the word? Darn, what's the word? I'm bad at remembering words. My vocabulary is not great. Oh, darn. Dang. This is how you know I have a smooth brain. I can't even think of the word. Like, it's right there, but I can't think of it. Manipulation. She's good at manipulation of, like, I think it was the king or the prince. So she was able to gain a higher position to have power. She's just very smart and cool. I like her. Okay. Akateko translates to red child's hand. Habitat is Japanese honey locust trees. Diet is unknown. Appearance. The Akateko appears, just as the name implies, as a red, disembodied hand belonging to a child. It is found hanging in Japanese honey locust trees. I wonder why specifically those trees, right? Interactions. Akateko drops down from trees as people pass underneath them. Aside from giving its victims a nasty surprise and the general creepiness of a disembodied red child's hand, it is not known for causing any great harm. Some people have seen the figure of a... how do you say this word? Furisode? Furisod? I'm not sure. A Furisod, wearing beautiful girl of 17 or 18 years standing underneath an Akateko's tree. Those who witness her are immediately struck with a powerful fever. It is not clear what relationship she has to the Akateko, if she is part of the same apparition or another spirit entirely. That's interesting. Origin. The origin of Akateko is usually given as a certain tree in front of an elementary school in the city of Hachinoe in Aomori Prefecture. However, there are local versions of it in Fukushima and Kagawa prefectures as well. In these prefectures, Akateko sometimes work together with another yokai called Aka-aishi. They grab at the feet of pedestrians, causing them to stumble and fall. It has also been suggested that Akateko and Aka-aishi are two forms of the same yokai. That's kind of cute if they're working together, right? Teamwork. Wait, it's a kid's hands, right? That's spooky. Why? Why is it a child's hand? I wish there was more information about, like, why? How odd, right? Furisode. Furisode. Did I say it right? Or is it Furisode? Okay, Furisode. Furisode. But what does it mean? I don't. Furisode. I don't know. I can't even use context clues. Is it clothes? Is it like... oh, it's a style of kimono. Oh, okay, cool. I wish they would show it in the picture so I could see it. It doesn't have a name, does it? It just said... yeah. We can look up Aka-aishi. I don't think it's that one though. I think it's different. Aka-aishi. Oh no. I don't think... this is so Oh, never mind. I was gonna say it's cute, but then it kind of spat out a mermaid baby. This guy looks like a meme. This one looks like a meme. Me when the catfish fights back. Like, what? What is this? I kinda wanna read it. Okay, it's not that long. I think we should read it. That's so funny. It's a style distinguishable by its long sleeves. Oh, okay, cool. That sounds pretty. This guy's hilarious. Okay, we're gonna read about Otobo Namazu. Otobo Namazu. Otobo Namazu. It translates to Otobo the catfish. It inhabits lakes and ponds, and apparently its diet is omnivorous. Appearance: Otobo Namazu is a name found in several folk tales about strange catfish. The particulars of each story vary from place to place, but they all share the common theme of a large catfish escaping capture by speaking the name Otobo. Excuse me. Origin: lakes and ponds were thought to be inhabited by gods, often a dragon, but also sometimes a giant snake, eel, or a catfish. These gods sometimes interacted with the locals by providing rain when pleased, or causing floods, droughts, or earthquakes when displeased. They sometimes gobbled up people who fished too close to their homes, or demanded sacrifices in the form of They sometimes blessed barren couples with children, and they sometimes played pranks on locals. Oh wow. Otobo Namazu is a name shared by several of these gods. In many stories, Otobo is a catfish who is the guardian of a small lake, although sometimes Otobo is the name of the lake or pond where it lives, and sometimes it is the name of a person who is beaten up by the catfish. Otobo is written with different characters from place to place, and it may be etymologically referred to other guardian deities of water features, such as Otawa, Ota, or even the princess of the ocean, Otohime. Legends: in Meibashi, Gunma, a fisherman was catching catfish in the Shimizu River. He trapped a large, splendid catfish so big that it barely fit in his hip basket. Suddenly a voice called out from the mountains, "Hey, Otobo! Hey, Otobo!" The catfish answered from the basket, shouting, "Hey!" What? Hey. Oh my gosh. Aren't you supposed to say blub? You're a fish. Blub, blub. The man was so scared, he released the catfish back into the water and ran away. I mean, yeah, I would too. I don't think I would want to keep a talking catfish. In Okaya, Nagano, near Hanaoka, where the Tenryo River flows out of Lake Suwa, there is a deep abyss in which a 6-foot-long catfish lived. Whoa. That's bigger than me. This catfish killed and ate any humans who got close. It was greatly feared by the locals. The god of Hanaoka, a dragon named Ryuho, sent a strong man named Otobo to slay the great catfish. Otobo fearlessly dove into the abyss and wrestled the great fish. He strung a rope through its gills, then he dragged it from the water and hoisted over his shoulder to carry back to Ryuho. As he climbed a slope, the catfish began to thrash about and shout, "Farewell, Otobo! Farewell, Otobo!" Then the rope snapped, and the catfish dove back into the abyss. Ever since then, the slope has been called Namazusaka, meaning catfish slope. Okay, this one I would be fine with. Getting beat up by a catfish would be a great story. I think it's so funny. Near the border of Susugaya and Miyagase, Kanagawa, where the forest is so thick that it is dark even in the daytime, there is a deep pool called Otobo ga Fushi, also meaning Otobo Abyss. Long ago, an old charcoal burner was carrying a heavy load when he passed by Otobo ga Fushi. He looked down into the water and saw the biggest catfish he had ever laid eyes on. It was so magnificent that he decided to catch it alive. The old man climbed down into the frigid water and waited patiently. Finally, he was able to grab it. It was over 4 feet long. He dragged the catfish out of the water, emptied his sack of charcoal, and put the catfish in it. Thrilled with his catch, he started home. But no sooner had he set off than a voice boomed from the mountains. "Otobo, Otobo, someone is carrying Tengobo away." The old man was paralyzed with fright, but he managed to drop the catfish back into the water, and then he ran away as fast as he could. Yeah, that's valid. I think running away is the correct thing to do in this situation. Ronan, thank you so much for the follow. Please enjoy your stay. Let's see. I still can't get over how funny the picture was. Oh my goodness. Oh, are you a vampire? She looks like a vampire, huh? Nikusui? Yeah, I see the fangs. She's like a vampire, huh? Cool. Okay, let's read about Nikusui. Translates to, oh wow. I feel like I shouldn't say that. It sounds a bit suspicious. I'll just say blood sucker, okay? Okay. She inhabit. Dang, I can't speak. Okay, her habitat is mountain roads between Mie and Wakayama prefectures. Her diet is human meat, especially that of young men. Appearance: Nikusui are vampiric yokai which hunt late at night on mountain roads. They usually appear in the form of young, beautiful women about 18 or 19 years old. Behavior: Nikusui prey upon young men traveling alone by lantern light. They appear from out of the darkness and begin to flirt. They ask their prey to lend them their lantern. When they get close enough, they snuff out the light. Then, in the pitch dark, they bite into their victims and suck the blood from their bodies, leaving nothing but skin and bones. Occasionally, Nikusui will approach lone men in their bedrooms. They manipulate to weaken their prey. They can then suck the blood from their prey at their leisure. Interactions: to protect against Nikusui, villagers who live near the border between Mie and Wakayama prefectures avoid walking at night without a spare light source. Well, just to let you know, ads are starting in 40 seconds. In 40 seconds, ads will be starting I know not everyone will get the ads or have the full duration, which is 1 minute and 30 seconds. But I'm letting you know just in case you might need to lower your volume, because I know Twitch ads are super loud. But yeah, that is your heads up. In about 20 seconds, ads will begin. Eats brah 420 690. Thank you so much for the follow. Please enjoy your stay. Cute emote, very cute. We are currently reading about Yokai. This one's like a vampire. Basically a vampire. So far, so cool. Yeah. Those who absolutely must travel through the mountains at night protect themselves by preparing spare lanterns and burning coals. If a Nikusui steals their lantern, they can throw burning coals at them to keep them away. That's pretty smart. I guess. That's all they can do, huh? Origin: tales about Nikusui are cautionary tales, warning young men to keep away from strange women. Yeah, stranger danger, right? A beautiful woman could snuff out a man's fire. Basically they're saying draining his money and distracting him from more important things. Less metaphorically, there was a real folk belief in a sickness called jinkyo, weakness in men caused by the... Oh. Wait. I don't know if I want to read that. Anyways, overindulgence in GOONING was believed to drain a man of his virility, leaving him weak and anxious. Certain activities, yes. Losing too much could even be lethal. Therefore, certain activities was frowned upon, not only due to social mores, but for health reasons too. Nikusui represent the dangers of young men overindulging in their lust. Legends: a hunter named Genzo was hunting late at night on Mount Hatenashi. All of a sudden, a beautiful young woman of about 18 or 19 years appeared before him and laughed with an eerie ho-ho. Though it was night, she carried no lantern. The woman asked to borrow Genzo's light. Genzo had a very bad feeling about her. He carried a blessed bullet with a prayer to Amida Buddha inscribed upon. He loaded that bullet into his rifle and threatened the girl. She fled into the darkness. Genzo continued on his way. A short time later, a terrible monster, over 6 meters tall, rushed out of the darkness at him. Genzo fired his rifle with the holy bullet at the monster. The monster fell, and Genzo was able to get a closer look at the monster's true form. A bleached white skeleton inside a loose bag of skin, with no meat at all. What? Are you calling me a Nikusui? Is this us? Huh? Oh my gosh. I have the fangs to match, huh? That is so funny. Oh my gosh. Wait, I just noticed her ears. I forgot. These kind of look like bat ears, but it never mentions her turning into a bat. What is this double O? It's suspicious. Oh my gosh. Anyway. What do we read next? This is just a giant snake. I mean, this isn't even a yokai in some. Okay, well, it has legs, so I guess never mind. I was gonna say giant snakes already exist, but this one has feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feet to be exact. Okay, not too long. We can read it. It is called Nomori. Hikobo, hello, hello. Hi, Hikobo, how are you doing? It's very good to see you again. I hope you've been well. We are reading about yokai. Right now we just got onto this one, Nomori, which translates to Wilderness Guardian. Alternate names are Nomori Mushi or Yamori. It is inhabitant of the mountain forests, and its diet is carnivorous. Appearance: Nomori are large, serpentine creatures which live deep in mountain forests. Their bodies are about 3 meters long and are thick and round like barrels. They have 6 legs, and on each leg are 6 toes. Oh wow. It's almost like a long, I don't know. It's a very long snake thingy, huh? Good time to study your Japanese. Whoa, heck yeah. Mushi, that was Uncle Iroh's cover name in the Earth Kingdom. Is it because he's wilderness guardian in some way, shape, or form? Wait, but what is... Well, Nomori is the translation. Maybe Mushi means something else, right? Mushi. Pa, 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 pa. Behavior. Nomori live far away from human settlements and are thus quite rare to see. They hunt by coiling around their prey and strangling it, similar to how a boa constrictor hunts. Legends. Long ago in Shinano province, which is present-day Nagano prefecture, a young man went into the mountains to gather firewood. When he was deep in the wilderness, he stepped on something in the undergrowth. It was a tail. All of a sudden, a humongous snake-like creature leaped forth and attacked him. It had 6 legs, ending in 6 toed feet, and a long body over 10 meters tall. It was as large as a barrel in its middle, and tapered off towards the head and tail. The serpent coiled all the way up around the young man's neck and tried to bite his head. Fortunately, he had brought a sickle with him. He was able to cut the creature's throat and kill it, escaping death. You only know how to read hiragana though, but you're studying. That is still very, very cool. Is this top one or the bottom hiragana? I don't remember. I'll zoom in. I can't tell which one's which. The bottom one? Oh, okay. Cool. That's very cool. I think that's what I have. Actually, I think I'll leave it this size. Yeah. You're like, I can read that. I don't know what it means, but I can read it. It means, yeah. Wilderness Guardian. I guess. If that's like directly translated, I don't. I don't. Along, am I saying that right? Is a Chinese dragon / flood dragon. Oh, I did not. I did not. Oh. I did not know what that was. But that's cool. I hope I said it right. Along? Long? Along? I'm sorry. I'm butchering it. Namori. Oh, yeah. Namori. Cool. Is it Namori? Namori? I'm saying long, right? Long. Oh, okay. The double O was confusing me. But yeah. Okay, I think we should finish reading about it. It's just so long, it needs two O's to emphasize that. True. Yes. Let me see something. It's a long. Afterwards, he carved the creature up with his sickle and brought a piece of it back home to prove what had happened. When the young man told his father the story and showed him the meat, his father became angry. The creature must have been a mountain god, he said, and killing would surely bring its curse upon the family. He banished his son from his home. Dang, he was just defending himself. The son moved into a small hut nearby. Before long, the piece of meat from the creature began to give off a terrible odor. The smell was so foul that the young man fell gravely ill and was unable to leave his bed. A doctor came and gave the man medicine and bathed him to remove the smell. Almost immediately, he began to feel better. When the young man told the doctor about the giant serpent he had seen in the mountains, the doctor replied that it was not a serpent. It must have been a Namori. Just as Yamori, which are geckos, are guardians of houses, and Imori, newts, are guardians of wells, Nomori are guardians of the wilderness. A few years later, the young man was caught chopping wood in a prohibited area of the mountains. He was executed for this crime. Dang. However, among the locals, his execution was rumored to have been the consequence of the Namori's curse. Oh wow. Unfortunate. Who makes these laws fire them? Right? It's just wood. Exactly. It's just wood. Also, hello Larry. Welcome in. How are you? We are reading about yokai tonight. If you have any suggestions, if anyone has suggestions for me to read about, please let me know. Oh, you want one of the long cat thing, the emotes, but of Rengar? That would be cute. Yes, we need it. Okay, what should we read next? Does it have to be a Japanese ghost? No, it can be anything. I'll see if it's on here. If it's not, that's fine. I'll just Google it. You have no ideas about yokais and stuff, but you'll probably listen to anything. Oh, Mike Tyson backstory ASMR. Hey, but that's like, gosh, the word isn't lore, but I guess it is, right? Biography? Hey, it's Teke Teke again. Oh gosh, this one looks so crazy. I don't think we'll read that one. It's crazy looking. I mean, oh right, you literally said the word backstory, like biography, kind of. Not seeing anything that catches my eye. This one looks like a cave person, right? Oh. Never mind. That one's spooky. It's not too long, we can read it. Whenever I hear yokai, I think of Psylocke in Marvel Rivals, calling anything remotely not human a yokai or an oni. He's like, you're not human, you have to be some kind of demon, right? I like Psylocke. When I played Marvel Rivals, I liked her. Her ult was fun. Oh my gosh, Larry. What in the world? You remember once during a standardized test, you got a passage on the kitsune. Ooh, I love that. Was it about Mama no Mae? Or was it just like... I should have just searched kitsune. Because I think they have like a general thing. Kitsune. Wait, this is so cute! This is so cute! This is so cute! Wait. Oh gosh, that's not cute. I was just trying to see if they have like a normal... Okay, maybe not. I guess not. But... oh my gosh. Oh, right here. Kitsune. Was it this? Is this what's... you write about? It was like a husband and wife, I think. Oh, okay. Let me see. We'll read this one first, and then I want to read the one that looks so cute. It was so cute. And then we'll go back to the other one. The one by the campfire. The is a kind of common ghosty in Thailand. Ooh, okay. That is gonna be on the list as well. We'll definitely get to it tonight. It had an image. I don't know if it was that one. Oh, it's probably not this one. I think all of the images on yokai.com are like by a similar artist. It says Matthew Mayer. Like they have a similar style to it. Okay, let's read about kitsune. Because I really like kitsune. They're cute. So, kitsune translates to fox. Alternate names. It says unique names exist in many individual instances. Habitat. They're found throughout Japan. Diet is omnivorous, but they are especially fond of fried tofu. That's cute. Appearance. Foxes, or kitsune, are found all across Japan. They are identical to wild foxes found elsewhere in the world, apart from their incredible magical powers. Their cute faces and small size make them particularly loved by most people, including me. Behavior. There are two major variations of kitsune. Holy foxes are servants of the Shinto deity Inari, and Inari's shrines are decorated with statues and images of these foxes. Legends tell of celestial foxes providing wisdom or service to good and pious humans. These holy foxes act as messengers of the gods and mediums between the celestial and human worlds. They often protect humans or places, provide good luck, and ward evil spirits away. More common are the wild foxes, which delight in mischief, pranks, or evil. There are stories in which wild foxes trick or even possess humans and cause them to behave strangely. Despite this wicked nature, even wild foxes keep their promises, remember friendships, and repay any favors done for them. How cute. Interactions. Most tales of kitsune are about wild foxes punishing wicked priests, greedy merchants, and boastful drunkards. They vex their targets by creating phantom sounds and sights, stealing from them, or otherwise humiliating them publicly. Certain mental disorders have been attributed to possession by kitsune, known as kitsune suki. I think I said it right. Mysterious, illusory, illusory? Illusory? Fires and strange lights in the sky are said to be caused by their magic and are known as kitsunebi or foxfire. Other forms. Hey wait, foxfire. That's Ari's W in League. Anyways, other forms. Kitsune are extremely intelligent and powerful shapeshifters. They frequently harass humans by transforming into giants or other fearsome monsters. Sometimes they do this just for pranks. Illusory. Illusory. Hey, that sounds right. Thank you. Sometimes they do this just for pranks, and sometimes for more nefarious purposes. They are skilled enough to even transform into exact likeness of individual people, often appearing in the guise of beautiful human women in order to trick young men. On more than one occasion, this has resulted in a marriage with an unwitting human. Some kitsune even spend most of their lives in human form, adopting human names and customs, taking human jobs, and even raising families. When startled or drunk or careless, a patch of their magical disguise can fail. The kitsune's true nature may be revealed by a tail, a swatch of fur, fangs, or some other vulpine feature. I just think they're so cute. They're chill, bro. Okay. Okay. This one, this one, this one. It looks like Mochi. It looks like our dog Mochi. Where is he? Here. He's so cute. Oh my goodness. I love it. Yao no kitsune. He makes the same face too. Yeah. So, Yao no kitsune translates to eight-tailed fox. Eight-tailed fox. Appearance. Yao no kitsune are powerful kitsune with 8 tails. Oh gosh. I see... I'm sorry, I'm distracted by Rengar and Sissy. They're play fighting. And I was afraid Rengar was just gonna fall, like, off of the cat tree. But they're fine. They have repositioned themselves to a safer location. Why are you guys secretly... Oh, keeping a kitsune secretly? I guess so, huh? Mochi is basically a fox. Aiden is an FBI agent. We have confirmed this numerous times. Oh my gosh, Rengar just keeps getting stuck. And both times it's because he was messing with his siblings. He was play fighting with Sissy, and then his paw got stuck. And then Sissy was just like, nom 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 nom, on his paw, because, like, he's funny. And then Rengar decides to annoy Laurie. And then his paw gets stuck again, so Laurie is just like, smack, smack. Rengar keeps taking L's right now. It's crazy. Okay. Origin. An encounter with a Yao no Kitsune was recorded by Kasuga no Tsubone in Tosho Dainongen Noto, a document of praise and thanks to the deified founder of the Edo shogunate, Tokugawa Ieyasu. Legends. In 1637, Tokugawa Ieyasu came down with a terrible illness. As he lay on his deathbed, he experienced a revelation. He dreamed an 8-tailed kitsune appeared to him, sent from Nikko Toshogu. The kitsune told Ieyasu that he would recover from his sickness, and then it vanished. Excuse me. When Ieyasu awoke, his fever was gone. He quickly recovered, just as the kitsune predicted. The 8-tailed kitsune from Nikko Toshogu and Ieyasu's extraordinary recovery served as evidence of the divinity of Ieyasu's grandfather. Ieyasu had a scroll commemorating the Yao no Kitsune commissioned from the shogunate's official painter, Kano Tanyu. I just love it. I just love it so much. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now we're gonna read about Daki, and then we're gonna read about the Okay. So this is Daki. No spooky. It translates to cliffs, but this is in a local dialect. The habitat is seaside cliffs, and the diet is lifeblood. I think I would like to keep my lifeblood, please. Appearance. Daki are terrifying women who haunt the rocky islands of Saga Prefecture and feed upon human life. Behavior. Daki lurk along seaside cliffs looking for fishermen to eat. When a Daki spots a person cooking fish on a seaside bonfire, she approaches them like a beggar and asks them to give her a fish. Whether they say yes or no doesn't matter. A Daki is only interested in getting close to them. Once she is within range, she attacks, draining the lifeblood from their body. Interactions. The fishermen of Saga's islands are particularly fearful of Daki. As a result, they have a particular way of securing their boats when stopping on an island to cook fish. They only drop the anchor and do not tie up the boat with mooring lines. This way, if they need to escape in a hurry, they can simply cut the anchor line and be off. Excuse me. Origin. Daki come from the folklore of Kakarashima, an island off the northern coast of Saga Prefecture. They are a local version of an Iso Onna, yokai women found across Japan who appear next or near the seaside and feed upon sailors and fishermen. The name Daki is a local variation of Dangai, meaning cliffs. Legends. A fisherman and his 2 sons went swimming off an island one day. After some time, they went to shore and lit a bonfire. Before long, a strange woman approached them and said, "Please, give me a fish." The father was an experienced fisherman. He knew about Daki and was immediately suspicious of the strange woman. He turned to his children and said, "Go back to the boat, fetch a fish, and bring it here." The children went to the boat, but since they had been swimming, not fishing, there were no fish. They called back, "We can't find any fish." The father feigned confusion and said, That can't be. Let me see. Then he made his way to the boat as if to help the children. When all three were in the boats, the father suddenly cut the anchor line and the boat was pulled out to sea. The woman ran to the edge of the island and screamed angrily, "Yar, I almost had you." Wow, they're smart. The kids had no clue, but good thing it worked. Good thing the father's quick thinking saved them, right? Okay. Okay, so now we are... Oh, it's secretly a pirate, right? Yar. Crazy fish lady, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, now, let me see. I need to find some story about Fee. Ooh. Okay, sounds cool. I wonder if there's like a good website I can read it from. This one. It's very small, very short, but let's see. I found this website. It's not really doesn't have a lot to say, but I was gonna look at another source as well. So, Fiam, hope I'm saying that right. Let's read about it. Thank you again, Aiden, for the suggestion. Anybody who has suffered from sleep paralysis may want to stop reading now. Oh, okay. You heard it here first, everyone. If you have had sleep paralysis before, you might want to mute me for a little bit. Probably 30 seconds. Alright, that was your warning. We're gonna... Well, maybe I should wait for the ad break to end, so that everyone can have a fair chance. It ends in 15 seconds, so I'm just gonna drink some water real quick. Alright. It says the ad break has ended. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. We're about to read about a very spooky ghost. Actually, I might as well read all of these, huh? I might as well read them all, but let's start with the, it says anybody who has ever suffered from sleep paralysis may want to stop reading now. So, if you have had sleep paralysis before, I don't know, this might be scary, this might be too much, so if you feel like it might be too much, you might want to mute me for a moment. It looks like the monster from that game you played. Right, don't open your eyes. Yes. It does kind of look like that, huh? Cool. I wonder if it's, like, related. Okay, let's read. Why she look kind of cute? Oh. I don't see it, but I won't judge. I won't judge you. You have lots of great Thai ghost stories. Oh, I would love to read about more. Yes. Tell me more, please. I think I will be ending soon-ish. Maybe 15 minutes though. Just wanted to let everyone know. Okay. So I think we'll read all of this page and then we're gonna raid. Alright. So, Fiam is a ghost who is said to sit on the chests of people whilst they sleep, causing discomfort and even death. A way to combat them: put on lipstick. Fiam doesn't attack women and those who believe in her existence put on lipstick before sleeping to trick into thinking they're female. She'll probably see right through it if you have a beard, though. That's funny. That's funny. I'm gonna take my sleep paralysis out to dinner. Can you... Are you able to move during your sleep paralysis? I hope it works out for you two. How cute. Alright, let's see. I feel like they did not go into much detail. I wanna see something. Maybe the Wikipedia that I saw would say more. Okay. I think. Okay. Where'd my thing go? Alright. We can read from here. The AI overview. It just kind of summarizes it, but it has more information, I feel, than that website had. You can pull out the good ghost stories maybe next time and send them over. I would love that. Yes, please. Thank you, Aiden. Alright, so is a ghost that is believed to cause sleep paralysis and nightmares. I don't think it said that on this website. Right? All it said was it causes sleep paralysis. So here it also causes nightmares. It is said to sit on a person's chest while they sleep, making it difficult to breathe and move, sometimes leading to a feeling of terror. Some people believe that wearing lipstick or women's clothing can deter the fiam, as it is thought to be repelled by anything associated with women. I wonder why. I want more backstory. Physical sensations. People experiencing fiam's presence may feel a crushing weight on their chest, a sense of suffocation, and an inability to move or speak. She or they, the ghost, is also associated with nightmares, potentially contributing to the frightening experience of sleep paralysis. In Thai culture, belief in fiam and other spirits is part of a broader animistic worldview, where spirits are believed to interact with the living world. The belief in fiam has led to various folk remedies, including wearing lipstick to ward off the spirit, highlighting the cultural significance of this folklore. While fiam is often depicted as a female ghost, some accounts suggest it can also appear as a dark shadow. Oh, cool. I like that. I like how there's like a little lore, folklore, explanation to sleep paralysis and nightmares. I think that's very cool. I like that. Okay. What next? I think I didn't love that one website because it didn't go into a lot of detail and it didn't really say much. So I think next time I will read about more Thai ghosts. Yeah, that sounds fun. Okay, I think 5 more minutes, and then we'll raid. Yes. Who's over here? We could just do random. I haven't done random a lot this stream because it always gives me the same ones. This is so cute. Oh my gosh, what are you? Waniguchi? Waniguchi? That is so cute. It's like a little dinosaur reptile thing. crocodile mouth, shark mouth shrine bell. Waniguchi is a tsukumogami which comes from the circular hollow bells found at shrine entrances, which are rung when praying to the shrine's gods. If you don't know what a tsukumogami is, it is basically an item, typically an instrument, I think, that has existed for so long that it kind of just gains a soul. It becomes alive. I think they're normally not dangerous. They're normally just chilling. Oh my. Rengar is beating up Lari for some reason. Stinky stink bugs. It's okay. Lari's gonna get his payback. He always does. Lari's winning? Oh, what the heck? I thought Rengar was the one winning. Oh. Rengar deserves it. He's such a bully sometimes. He uses his size to his advantage. Oh my god. I can't even feel bad for him. But they are separated, so don't worry. They're fine. Alright, so the appearance of Waniguchi. When one of these bells becomes a yokai, it sprouts a scaly body and tail. The bell becomes the creature's head, opening and closing like a tooth-filled mouth. Origin. The bells at shrines are called Waniguchi due to the wide split along the bottom rim, which gives them the distinct look of a crocodile or shark's mouth. This yokai first appeared in Tsukumogami picture scrolls as a pun, based off the word for shrine bell. I wonder what the pun is. I wish I could understand it. Okay, let's do one more random. Okay. Looks interesting. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is Ushi no Kokumari. Ushi no Kokumari. Ushi no Kokumari. Translates to shrine visit at the hour of the ox. Just one more, then one more, then one more. No, I would like to sleep tonight. I do have work tomorrow, unfortunately. If I didn't, then yes, I would love to stay here and keep going. Unfortunately, not tonight. I'm sorry. It's okay. I will send you all to another very lovely, great ASMR streamer, so don't worry. Don't you worry. Alternate name is Ushi no Tokimari. Appearance. Ushi no Kokumari is one of the most famous and dreaded black magic spells. It takes place between 1 and 3 in the morning during the hour of the ox. This is the period of darkest night, when the border between the world of the living and the world of the dead is weakest. During this hour, evil spirits are at their greatest power. Interactions. There are a number of complicated steps required to perform this curse ritual, and they vary from account to account. In general, you must first construct a wara ningyo, containing a small piece of the intended target's body, such as a piece of hair, blood, fingernails, or skin, for example. Alternatively, you may use an image of their target or a piece of paper with the target's name written on it. Then you put on the ceremonial dress, which is a white kimono and obi, with thick white face powder. An upturned trivet is placed on your head, and you attach tapers to its length and light them. Tall, single-toothed geta are worn on your feet. A mirror is carried over your chest. A dagger is tucked behind the obi, and a comb is held between your teeth. Oh yeah, like in this picture. Cool. Thus prepared, you must sneak into a shrine during the hour of the ox and approach the shrine's sacred tree. Then you hammer a long iron nail through the Lara Ningyo into the tree, symbolically breaking the barrier between the world of the living and the spirit world. You call out to evil spirits, demons, and yokai to come into the world. This ritual must be repeated every night for many nights, and it is very important that the person performing the curse not be seen. If there are any witnesses, they must be killed immediately. Otherwise, the evil of this curse will rebound onto the caster. Wow. Once the ritual is completed, something, it is not clear what, terrible happens. According to some accounts, the curse victim dies an agonizing death upon completion of the ritual. Excuse me. In other accounts, the entire process is torture for the victim, causing days of suffering while the curse is being performed. In some stories, the curse summons yokai which haunt the victim, and in other stories, the person performing the ritual transforms into a powerful oni or kijo. Legends. A few shrines are well known for this sort of black magic. Kifune Shrine and Jishu Shrine in Kyoto, and Ikure Shrine in Okayama Prefecture. These are the most famous ones. In the old days, these were popular locations for jealous lovers to perform this curse. Even today, every now and then, shrine officials find a wara ningyo hammered into trees at these shrines. Wow, so people still do this like today. That's interesting. It's like worse than hexing someone, basically. Wow. Wow. Well, I think that was a pretty good one to end on. I hope everyone had lots of fun tonight. I know I did. I love reading about yokai. Alright, now we need to find someone to read. So, let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. See who's on. Let's see. I see 3 that we can choose from. Unless, does anyone have suggestions? Nightbot is sleeping today? Yeah, a little bit slow. It's okay. See. Okay. But thank you for posting the Discord. If anyone would like to join our lovely, cozy, Discord server, it is 18 plus. So if you are under the age of 18, please, this is not the place for you. I apologize. Let's see. Also, thank you for posting the raid message. If anyone would like to copy that and paste it when we get over to whoever we're raiding. I think we're gonna raid Fuji. I think we should raid Fuji. Aww, she has a cute like nurse outfit on today. I think it's nurse. Very cute. Okay, we're gonna raid Fuji. We're gonna raid Kokoro. Oh, okay. Let's see. Alright. Ethereal Lion, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed our stream today. We are currently raiding, but I hope that I will see you again in my next stream. Thank you again for the follow. Alright, well, that is the end of tonight's stream. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much more than you could ever know. Please have a great rest of your day or night, depending on where you're from. Please do some self-care if you feel like you need to. Drink some water, have a snack, stretch your legs. Please prioritize your well-being. Alrighty, that's all from me. Thank you again. Please have a great rest of your day or night. I hope that I will see you again next time. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.